Hey, what's poppin', Jam Fam? It's me, your host, Omni, and I'm here with Scott. Hey, Scott.
Hey.
Hey. We're both gonna be sounding a little funky because we're both sick or recovering. I've been sick for like a week and a half
Yep.
now, and I'm coming off of it, but I still got a bunch of like I think mucus built up, so I might be going mute every now and then just to give out a little cough. But otherwise, I'm feeling fine. How you holding up, Scott?
Uh, Pretty much the same, to be honest. Like, it's been what? It started Thursday, and now it's Wednesday, so it's been almost a week. But like, I feel mostly okay, other than like occasionally I'll just hack up a lung and spit some crap out,
Yeah.
or occasionally have to blow my nose. But it's it's far beyond the fever and everything else that I was having for a while.
But you did have a fever for a little while, or no?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't have a fever, but I had a weird earache, ear infection type situation going on for like a couple days, and then it just turned into like my nose would not stop being stuffed. Like no matter what I did, I'd put some drops and it'd be back to being fully stuffed like an hour and a half, 2 hours later. So I was like, oh no, it was because every time I look up nose drops or remedies or stuff, they're always like, you're gonna get addicted to nose drops. You're gonna get addicted. Don't do it. And I was like, oh no, I'm making it addicted. And no, it was just that I needed them. Like I really, really needed them because once they
Yeah.
cleared up, like I forgot I even owned nose drops. So I was like, oh yeah, I should probably put those away. Um, but yeah, now it's just like all bronchial, just like mucusy. So we're clearing that up, and hopefully I'll be good within the next week, and then we'll be back to just my usual level of unhealthiness rather than also being sick on top of that.
Same.
All right. I have a lot of games that I play on the daily, just because we live in a live service world now, and you can't escape it. So,
I added one to mine, like
uh,
literally yesterday. So
my list right now is First Ascendant, Fast Penguins, Ever Crisis, Monster Hunter, and now I'm adding Street Fighter to the mix.
nice.
Your status?
So I'm doing my Bleach Brave Souls one right now, actually, because I haven't done my dailies yet in this. First Ascendant.
Yeah.
Um, then SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. Duel Links, One Piece Treasure Cruise, Dragon Ball Z Legends.
What is
Uh,
Dual Links? Because that sounds familiar, but
so it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, except simplified rules. You start with like half the amount of life points. Decks are only 20 card decks instead of 40. There's skills and things like that. Like if you've ever played, it's very much like what Pokemon TCG Go Pocket was based on, or the new Pokemon TCG one
yeah.
is based somewhat on Duel Links in the sense that it's like a more simplified version of the real game to kind of get people into the card game.
Yeah, that's why Duel Links sounded familiar. I hear a lot of different card games going around, but I don't play any myself, so that explains
Yeah.
it.
It also has like a bunch of the anime characters that you play as and stuff like that. Then there's Pokemon Masters, Pokemon TCG Pocket, and then I just added DC Worlds Collide.
Oh, how is that one? That's the MOBA, right? Or am I wrong
No.
with that? What is
No,
Worlds
it
Collide?
It's your kind of your standard gacha. You have like 5 characters in a team, and then they just auto battle, and you have control over their ultimates.
Okay.
And it depends on like where you put them in the lineup. There's like 2 in the front row, 3 in the back, and then like there's a color triangle of like what beats what and things like that. It's decent. I feel like it ramps up difficulty pretty fast though.
Yeah.
And by difficulty I mean they want you to just spend money in order to get characters that are decent enough to actually like make it.
Yeah, you hit that ceiling, and then the meta changes, and then the power creep happens, and then eventually, like months from now, they're gonna give you everything that you would pay for right now for free, so that you can catch up, and then there'd be another level of like stuff to spend on, which I can't say too much on because I do play Ever Crisis, and if you want the outfits, you gotta spend a lot on rolls. If you just play the game for the weapons, and building that way, you're pretty fine. You'll get through almost all the content, but if you want the cool costumes, you have to roll. You have to pay.
Yeah, this one, if you want to actually like beat the game, you will have to spend money most likely, or it will take quite a while.
That's unfortunate. I think that's the
Because
norm.
like, honestly, it's been pretty rare for me. But then again, this one, Pokemon Go Pocket and G Generation Eternal are the only ones I started like when they first released. So all the other ones were like, hey, here's a bunch of extra crap because like it's our 5th anniversary or whatever. So they just gave you a bunch of like free stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's like, no, like we're giving you nothing. Like literally nothing.
Yeah, they give you all that so you can catch up to current content. Because if you don't, there's like no reason for you to spend money on the newer stuff if you can't even get past the older stuff.
And it just sucks because like at least normally for me, like a lot of these gacha games, because like there's events that go on and stuff like that. I can't even get to where I can unlock participating in events. Because it's like, no, you have to get to this certain part of the main story.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, why are you putting me up against like a bunch of really hard... Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Because, it looks like my PS5 froze up, so...
Oh, yeah, no.
So that's fun. Because I'm talking through it right now, so that's why I was like, But no, like, it's... I would like to, except they put you up against really difficult opponents. Like, because the level cap is, like, starts at 100, and then you can, like, increase it by using up resources and stuff that you get from the gachas of getting, like, multiple characters and stuff, like, of repeat characters.
Because they do that in, actually, they do that in a lot of games. What I got first introduced to I got first introduced to that concept in, Genshin, when I played Genshin for like a week or so. And I was like, okay, you roll and you get the same character and you build them and you build them and you build them.
Yeah, Bleach does the same and stuff like that. It's just, what annoys me about this one is that it's like, so the max level is 100 unless you've rolled a lot. At the point I'm at, it's maybe a quarter of the way through the story, because I still haven't unlocked all of the features. There's still like 10 features I haven't unlocked yet. And the enemies are at level 40 and like level 50. And when you're the same level, because like I can get like my party of 5 up to level 40, but you need the color triangle to match up, because if not, you're just screwed. Like, the enemies will do, it's 35% more damage to you.
Is it is it real story heavy, or are you just hitting benchmarks?
The story is fine.
But
it's just a basic Elseworld story.
But I mean, like, is the story the reason why they're locking out of the content, or is it just like you have to hit this thing? Okay.
They just want you to, like, you have to beat this boss. And it's like, okay. And then when you beat that boss, they're like, oh, we discovered a portal to, Battle World or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. So now you can do War World or whatever. And, like, that's the arena and stuff like that.
That's interesting, because Ever Crisis has events as well. But the way that they do it is you have, like, at most 14, but usually it's between 8 and 10 levels of an event. And there's like you just have to be able to beat it. Sometimes it's easy enough to just auto battle it if you're strong enough, but if you're not strong enough and you cannot beat it, like no matter what you do, then you just repeat the previous level and you'll get the same rewards, just less of them, so it behooves you to get stronger. But you can still get all the rewards. You're not,
I
like,
prefer
locked out of,
that.
Yeah.
Like, where you have to grind harder, because, like, you've got to stay on top of it and, like, really... Alright, well, every day I've got to hop in and grind. versus like, oh, I could just spend the money, but at least you can still do it. Like,
that seems a little bit more greedy. Speaking of greedy, this is totally unrelated to gaming, but the thought WWE, and this is gonna affect like how I'm gonna do the WWE events next year, because I think I'm still gonna be able to stream them in my Discord, but I'm not sure. Hi, Kate. Hello. Kate's here, but
hey, Kate.
her mic isn't working. I don't see the green circle moving. But I'll say this then. The way that it works right now is Raw's on Netflix, SmackDown's on USA Network on cable, and NXT is on CW, and the PLEs, the pay-per-views, are on Peacock. And what we were led to understand is that everything was moving to Netflix. You have one level of subscription. But it seems that for the PLEs,
that is Raw.
Yeah.
I do know about that.
They're moving SmackDown to Netflix still. I don't know where NXT is going to be. That might still be on CW. That might move. I'm not sure. And this is all in the U.S. Outside of the country, there's various different rules. But most of it is going to be on Netflix. But there's exceptions. But in America, they're moving the PLEs to ESPN. So you have to get the ESPN package, which they're introducing a new one for. It's like $30 a month as compared to like less than 20 on Peacock, depending on whether you get ad free or not. I mean, both options are less than 20, but there's like I can't remember what the prices are. So you're going to be expected to spend more and get ESPN. But I don't really watch sports, so it's like I guess I'm just not going to do it. But apparently, since I have Sling TV to watch USA, I'll be able to use my login that gives me access to ESPN. I don't know if I'll have to buy an extra package or whatever, but if it comes to a point where I have to spend more money, I'm not going to be getting PLEs. The other options are just go through my Sling if possible, or use a VPN. But did you hear about VPNs in YouTube in the UK?
I heard about UK, yes.
Okay. Apparently, they found a way to recognize and tag VPN connections. So if you're in the UK, you'll get like a message saying the VPN was detected, you can't proceed. And I don't know if that was like edited or if that was like some Twitter shitpost. I didn't look into it. But if that's real, then they're developing tech to detect VPNs and block you out of it. And so then me and most of the world are going to be blocked out of VPNing Netflix or anything else. For entertainment purposes. Obviously, you can still have a VPN for work and casual browsing.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know how that's going to work for PLEs next year for me. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
But yeah, I was aware because I got an email like with about quarterly earnings and stuff like that because of where I work.
Yeah, Disney owns ESPN, right?
ESPN. So yeah,
Disney.
Yeah, so I got an email about that.
Very funny.
Well, everyone in the company got an email about it. And I was like, I don't know if this is public information. So when you started talking about it, I'm like, oh, it is. Great.
Yeah, it got announced this morning. Like the news dropped before I went to bed. Like it happened early this morning.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know if I could talk about this tonight, and I'm not going to unless I know. So, because I ain't risking my job for it.
Yeah. I don't know if you're allowed to say this.
But
I
once
don't know if you're allowed to talk about benefits or not. Do they give you free Hulu if you're a Disney employee or anything like that, or the discounted package or anything?
Yeah, I'm allowed to talk about that. Yes and no.
Interesting.
Like, you get it. I get free Disney Plus and all that. It's with ads. But if you don't mind the ads, then yes, I do get it free.
Yeah. Lame. I don't want ads.
But yeah, I still personally pay for the one without ads just because I don't want to deal with the ads. But
yeah, I get that. I'd be doing the same thing.
But yes, technically I do get it free, or have the option, I should say, to get it free. What would be nice, and I've heard someone mention about it, but I haven't fully verified it myself, is that like because we get the ad one free, if you submit for it real quick, because you have to like go in and just be like, hey, I would like to get this. You know, like you can then just pay the difference between them to get the ad free. Like if it's like $15 for ad free and 10 for with ads, you just have to pay $5 to get the ad free.
Yeah, that's what I would want. If they give me that option, that's what I take.
Yeah. I've heard someone say we could do that, and I'm like, oh, that'd be nice. Like, to just be like, yeah, okay. I don't have to do, like, a full thing. I can just do that. Because then it would make it a lot cheaper. Oh, I need to check.
I would look into that if I were you, because that guy, I wouldn't stop until I figured it out. All right. And if you're watching the stream, this isn't to you. This is, I guess, right where we're in the chat. I'm playing Street Fighter 6, and I'm in the World Tour mode because I got all the DLC characters. Cause like I'm playing it again, I was like, oh, let's just get everybody. Why not? And I got some of the costumes. I don't have every single costume, but I got most of the swimsuits though. The only one I didn't get was Luke, and that's just I don't play Luke. But I got Jamie, Chun. I got the new Jury outfit. What the
nice.
Oh, I can go straight into training mode, so I can do my.
Yeah.
Wait, how come my specials aren't coming? Anyway, yeah, I'm playing stupid sexy Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
Do I not have special moves? I have my creative character, and I thought I had special moves on, but I guess not. Try move.
Wait, so which Street Fighter are you playing right now?
Street Fighter 6.
Oh, okay.
Which I think you played Street Fighter 6, right?
Nope.
No, you got the...
I got most of the way through. Yeah, I own it. I wish that we had been able, or that the exploit for certain things had existed in the US as it did in UK.
The exploit?
So they had a company called CEX. Well, okay, it's not technically pronounced CEX, but the real way to pronounce it's really stupid, so people call it CEX. That's the 3 initials for it. They're like a GameStop over there, but it's technically pronounced sex.
Okay.
So, but when the Street Fighter 6 came out, you remember that big, gigantic deluxe edition?
I remember one that came with 2 figures. I think we got a message from
Yes, that one.
Yeah, what about it?
They were selling it for, it was for like, I want to say a few days. It was $30.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is what they were selling it for. So a bunch of people bought them, and then resold them back to to the company because the trade-in value was like 50.
That's fun.
So they didn't realize that they had priced them at 30 for a bit. So quite a few people got a bunch of trading credit for that, or by doing that. He's like, one of my YouTubers that's in England's like, yeah, you see them all over in all the CEXs now because, like, anyone who wanted one got one, and anyone who didn't traded it in. Like,
that's what do you call it? If that had been me, I would have just kept it because I wanted one, but
I mean, for that price, I would have kept it. Yeah, I would have had to be like, I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put this, but
I got a whole corner full of boxes that are unopened, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I want it, and I know that I'll regret it if I don't get it.
yeah.
Like my statue
Homo is a real thing.
For Gotham Knights, I still got that. I completed all the achievements on PC because I have the game on Steam. But I have the PS5 version, it's just in the box, never opened.
How good was the statue? Well, I guess you never opened it, so you don't know how. how good the statue is.
It's the cover. It's the way they pose in the cover art, I believe, and it's all four of the heroes.
Right, but like the quality of it.
Oh, I think it's pretty average for a. It's not like Sideshow or anything like that, but for what you get for video game quality, I think that's what you get. Come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna change that. And Kate, I did get your message. I hope you can figure out your mic situation, but she just said that your mic is being dumb, so she's here in spirit. But yeah, if you figure it out.
I hate when mics are dumb.
Yeah, we're waiting for you. I'm gonna take. What's a charge move? I think Guile, Sonic Boom, and Chun-Li's Kikoken are the only ones that.
Sonic Boom.
Are you familiar with the idea of like beating somebody up and taking their shoes to humiliate them, or is that a foreign concept to you? Okay. One of the Bronson Reed, this big Samoan dude, did that to Roman Reigns like twice in the last 2 weeks. They beat him up and then he took his shoes, and now they're calling him the tribal thief because he took Roman Reigns' shoes. Like he took. I remember when I first saw it, I was losing my mind. Like, is he taking his J's? Oh my god, that's insane.
That is great though.
Oh, I could sumo headbutt. Is headbutt fun? Let's do headbutt. I haven't played this World Tour mode in so long. Not since Rashid came out. Because I think I unlocked Rashid, maybe Aki, but then I don't have any other people unlocked, and I don't remember everything that I have set up on my character.
That's right. I think I have the season pass for like at least the first one if they did multiple.
Yeah,
because I remember buying like the expensive version, like with the DLC or whatever.
They just released the first character for year 3, so you'll have the first 4 characters, which is
okay. Yeah.
Rashid, Akuma, M. Bison, and Ed, I think. Is that right? I think that's right. Which isn't a bad selection. You'd probably enjoy Season 2, though, because Season 2 has SNK characters. It has Terry
that would
and
be
Mai.
cool.
Yeah.
At this point, though, I'll probably just wait for like the DLC to go on sale or some kind of like Game of the Year edition, which I think technically is coming out because that Switch 2 version I think contains a bunch of the season passes.
Yeah, I believe it already did, but it's just Season 1 and Season 2, so you wouldn't be getting Sagat, but you'd be getting Terry, Mai, and who
yeah,
Aki, and somebody else.
So I guess maybe I'll wait a little bit longer and see if the if one comes out with everything,
or if there's just like a huge sale. Whenever there's like when Evo came out, most of their games and stuff was on sale. I'm sure when there's a big event, they'll drop. It's just like the newer, because there's constantly releasing content like every 2 or 3 months. You won't be able to get the newest content. You'll get most of it.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes too, when this thing is just over completely, they just release like one final version to just try and like tap that market one last time.
Yeah, I think.
Because I know Street Fighter V did that, where it was like they had like 4 different versions because like every time a set amount of DLC came out, they were just like, here, like, here's another version of the game.
Yeah, I think the final one was Arcade Edition. Wait, was that right? AE? I think that's what it was, and that one came with almost everything.
I don't know.
I don't think it came with the Capcom Cup DLC and a couple other things that were like third party. But it came with almost everything, which for Street Fighter V, for going 5 or 6 years, that's a ton of content.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Yeah, because I remember it being like pretty much everything you wanted, barring like a few random things. But if you just wanted like the majority of it, there you go. Just buy this version. That's not what I was trying to do.
Come on! Master says hi!
There we go. Increase slots.
Hadouken!
Mucky.
And
Tatsumaki Senpukyak! Tatsumaki Senpukyak! Tatsumaki Senpukyak! Come on! Master says hi! Come on! Master says hi!
I gave myself a.
Tatsumaki Senpukyak! Hadouken! Tatsumaki Senpukyak! Tatsumaki Senpukyak! Tensho kicks! Tensho kicks! Come on! Master says hi!
And what was the other move? Oh, my charge move. I think it was.
oh, I was also gonna mention. So I wasn't able to fully watch the second Batman Ninja movie, Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League, because it started like I was not because it started like thundering really bad, so I had to turn off the PS5. But one thing annoys me about that thing, and it's the fact that like they give you, because originally the movie is made in Japanese, so all the dubbing, like voice flaps and everything else, are all Japanese.
Okay.
Because that's what it's made. And they let you play Japanese audio, but it only has subtitles for the hearing impaired. No regular subtitles, like for just watching in English or the Japanese dub. And from what people are saying, both for Batman Ninja and Batman Ninja or Yakuza League, the English and Japanese versions are completely different in a lot of plot points, like what they're saying and things like that. So I thought, oh, it'd be kind of nice to watch like both versions, like the English dub and the Japanese, just to see like the differences and stuff like that and get a different perspective, especially since they give you both versions on the Blu-ray. But no, like if you're doing that, it's the same English dub, just written out, like in, you know, for the deaf and hard of hearing. And I'm like, oh, well, that's not what I want. Like, why even include the Japanese version at this point?
Yeah, they need to shell out more money for not handicap, like just like all the different subtitle options. Because even Netflix has like 6 languages on some fucking shows.
Yeah, because like I think that it's great to have the subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, but I also think that like you should have just regular subtitles for like and other audio options, because that's kind of the point of adding in other audio options. And what's annoying is that like if you can watch the movie in Japanese with French subtitles, you can watch the movie in Japanese with Spanish subtitles.
And they're not Spanish, they're impaired, they're just straight up Spanish.
No, it's just a Spanish version of the Japanese, like Spanish translation of the Japanese. It's Castilian Spanish.
That's Spanish.
Like, yeah, it's European Spanish.
Yeah. They say
like you can watch it in like I think it's Norwegian, like subtitles. I'm like, you give all of these subtitle options. It's like 8 or 9, but the only English one is for hearing impaired. So I'm just like very confused by it and slightly annoyed. But I started watching the dub. The dub's not great. It's not the worst thing, but they very much did not try to match any of the audio flaps. Like, no attempt was made in any way, shape, or form.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's just like, nope, you are gonna deal with whatever the fuck this shit is, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna look terrible, and that's just how this works. Like, it sounds fine, like the voice actors are doing a good job, and like, you know, they sound like the characters because they're all the characters that play Batman in the normal series, like normal animated stuff and everything else. But it's like, it's very strange watching it when nothing matches up.
Yeah, I gotta wonder what the thinking is behind that. Like, if it's a budget thing, or if they just don't think about it, or if it's a union thing. Yeah, I can't imagine what the thinking is with that.
I would imagine it's a budget thing. 'Cause I feel like most of these business decisions come down to a budget thing.
So strange.
But from what I've seen of the movie, it looks it's okay. I only saw the first like 10 minutes, which is basically like to set up the premise of the Yakuza League thing. Is that after it takes place 4 hours after the events of the first Batman Ninja.
I don't remember how the first one ended. I watched that like 4 years ago. I did not remember much of the first one, and then I watched like people react to it, and it showed most of the movie, and I was like, wow, this movie really didn't make a lot of sense, but it was a fun ride. Yeah, it was crazy.
Because it was insane. It was just batshit insane, and a lot of people were just like, wow, like this movie sucks. It's just batshit insane. I'm like, no, that was the fun of it. Like a bunch of monkeys forming together to make a giant ass monkey that somehow fights Joker's combining mechs with, like, you know, Penguin and Two-Face and all of them. Like, is it dumb? Yes. But is it fun as well? It is kind of fun. So this one takes place 4 hours after they get back to the future, or like to the present time, and then they discover that something weird's going on, and like Japan just doesn't exist anymore. Like the whole island's just gone, and that there's a Yakuza hurricane going on.
I saw that in the trailer. It's just the
okay.
Big wind.
It's just a bunch of Yakuzas coming down on like jetpacks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because that's what it does apparently in that universe, or that timeline, is that it rains Yakuzas occasionally.
That's hilarious.
And they discover that it's because Japan's actually like above the Earth now. It's been time displaced, so they have to go there and take care of it, and that's where they run into the Yakuza League. That was as far as I got, was they started getting attacked by the Yakuza League. But the only two that went up there to the Japan was Damian and like Batman. Nightwing and Red Robin stayed to fight the Yakuzas that were pouring down from the sky.
Of course they did. If you give Red Hood any reason to fight ninjas, he's gonna take it. Which I can respect.
Yeah. But I'm glad to see the insanity is still kind of there with the whole fact of like Yakuza Hurricane. And I like how Batman just doesn't blink at that. Like Damian's like, what the hell's a Yakuza Hurricane? He's like, it's a Yakuza Hurricane. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this happens. It's like, that's not how this works.
Damian, it just be like that sometimes. I need you to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then a charge move. Let's do the headbutt. Where is E Honda? There you go. I'll go with this. Now what do I do? God, I forgot so much about this game.
There's a lot to remember in that game.
Yeah. Do I get a map? Map. The Fighting Festival. Secret Sentient Side. Wait, are these missions I can do? Good medicine's
Maybe.
hard to come by. That's what I need. Yeah. I need to deliver a package for Fang Fei. Which I don't know if that's a Street Fighter character or if that's just something they made up for this game.
Oh, did you also hear about how people are getting around the age verification in UK?
I saw the example. I don't know if that's the one way they're doing it or if it's other games too, but you can go ahead and say it.
Death Stranding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
One-
someone made an entire file. They're like, here's Noritas, just staring at the screen, mouth open, mouth closed, looking to the left, looking to the right, looking to the left from a different angle, looking to the right from a different angle, looking down. You know, these are posted here for no particular reason.
That's really scary to me because I mean already if YouTube asked me for my face like ID, pictures of my ID, let alone pictures of my face, let alone pictures of my ID, I'm just gonna give up on the service completely because, and I'm gonna make sure people are aware of this. What they want is your facial information. They want to have that facial recognition and data that they can sell.
Yeah. Well, I know at least in the US, when the porn companies launched a lawsuit against the government because they were like, hey, we actually don't want any of this information and we think it will be detrimental to our business, and you all are wanting us to take a lot of personal information that we can't keep secure. Like, we're gonna have a data breach and all of this information is gonna be out there, and like, you're forcing this on us.
Well,
and the government was like, well, that's how this goes. And it's like,
yeah,
but
it's specifically
UK also might be completely different. I'm sure that the third party company that they're using to verify wants your information for shit.
Specifically, it's that thing
But-
where they take a picture of your face and then they ask you to tilt down, tilt up, tilt left, tilt right. They want that
Yeah,
information.
all of the things that would, be able to make a replica of your face in a 3D environment, technically. But
well,
since it is a view of every angle of your face.
yeah, they want that information like desperately, and Google has not hidden anything. I mean, they're not promoting it, but like somebody pointed out that their terms and conditions updated in June or July, where they have like no limit on the amount of API data that they can take in, because they want your facial information. They're desperate for it because they already got your credit card information, but they can't spend your money without you, because like that's literally stealing. But they can do whatever they want with the information from your facial data, including training their AIs, which they want to do like as quickly as possible so that they can get a return on that investment. I think this is Fong from Street Fighter 5. I don't remember any of this shit. He just wants.
Yeah, it's a very weird scenario that's going on.
Yeah, well, if they...
But don't worry, it's all to protect the children, apparently.
I can't believe anybody fell for that shit.
You know, because this will definitely prevent them from doing it. Because, you know, like, let's be honest here. Even in this scenario, because like their argument was that like, oh well, just pressing like, you know, I'm 18 was too easy. You really don't think that a kid that really just wants to look at porn isn't going to just go grab their parents' ID and just take a picture of their parents' ID real fast in order to get porn?
Yeah. And
Like, I mean...
The bigger thing is that they can't police every single website on the internet. So these websites like Pornhub and Xvideos and
well,
these
yeah,
ones that are more
all of the
mainstream,
safer ones,
they have protections on them. So if you can't get it from there, you're gonna go to these other sketchy ones, and you're gonna find even more just evil things to see and indulge in.
Yeah, or they're putting themselves more in danger, like, of, you know, something happening to their computer and themselves, like, you know, being preyed upon or things like that, versus, because that's the thing, like, you pray or force them to go deeper versus the ones that were actually following the rules and are like, hey, we take things down that we're supposed to, we follow standards that are set, like, you put this rule into place, we're gonna follow it because we're a law-abiding company. But at the same time, other ones aren't, and you're gonna be forcing them into those. And that's not, like, that's not safer for them.
Yeah, it's just these companies that want information, that want to resell it, and they have lobbyists, and they can do whatever they want with the money that they have. Hey, Sumo.
But, yeah, I mean, they pay enough to a government official, it goes through.
But you'll still find people, like, certain very influenced minds are like, well, it's for the greater good. It's for the best.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're really thinking this through. What are we gonna do, right?
You'll probably also find that most of those people have never looked, or don't look at porn anymore because, you know, they're probably rich and can get with anyone. You know, like, yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, even then, like, you've got multi-millions of dollars. What do you care? Like, you can get with anyone you want, period.
No,
Like, you don't need porn.
I'm sure they're not watching my stream right now, but we have a mutual who used to watch my stream. So we both know who literally supports the idea of getting rid of social media to protect children. And it's like, I can't believe that you have that way of thinking. What? And I'm pretty sure they're not a millionaire. They're just, for whatever reason, easily influenced and want to, quote unquote, protect the children. Oh, I forgot about Chuli. Oh, Chuli.
Yeah, I think sadly, if you just promote anything as because that's what one of the streamers was talking about with it. He's like, yeah, you just call it the, like, protect children thing and stuff. Like, people will just be like, oh, see, like, that's all we need to do. And
well, it becomes a marketing tool, because then you can gloss over it when it's being put into the public, and like, hey, we know it's just to protect children, it's just to make the internet safer. You don't really have to dig into it. And then if you do dig into it and you say something about it, it can easily be spun into, oh, well, this person obviously doesn't want to protect the children. It's like, no, I do want to protect, but this thing is to protect the children. This is to protect the children. Why are you against it? Well, I'm against it because of this. Because it protects the children? No, because it does this, this, and this. Well, it doesn't say this and this. It says protect the children. And people that blindly trust the government will be like, yeah, it protects the children. Yeah, that's what they say. Oh, and I also don't like the people that are arguing against it, so they're wrong and I'm right, and let's protect the children. Oh, I can't look at porn on the internet? Oh, I have to give my ID to use YouTube? Why? I didn't want that. Oh, I just wanted to protect the children.
Yeah, it's like that's what protecting the children was. Which, I mean, it's gonna suck if I can't go on YouTube anymore. Like, that will be an insane day for me, because that is literally where I spend most of my time.
Yeah, I love YouTube. I watch so much YouTube. But I mean, I'm not gonna give them. I'm not gonna give them my ID. Like, that's. I'm not gonna take pictures of my face for them. That is for damn sure.
No, if I can use the Death Stranding thing, I don't care on that. But I'm sure they're gonna work on fixing that, quote unquote.
So, hey, Jay.
Let's go by watch time for the last 7 days. I've watched 42 hours of YouTube in the last 7 days.
That's basically another job.
Yeah. I mean, granted, while I was sick, I didn't really want to watch something that would be, like, plot heavy. So I was like, I don't want to watch a TV show or a movie.
Yeah, and I go to
because
sleep for, like,
I'm sick.
And I spend, like, so much time on YouTube.
I found a channel, Boring History to Fall Asleep to. Really fun.
I don't like it when people make well, the content I've seen specifically for going to sleep, because they'll talk like this and they'll put like rain in the background. It's like, you're trying to.
Oh yeah. No, like, people did that, like, because there was one that was just like, hey, I'm just gonna, like, build shit in, like, theme park builders. I'm like, that's cool. But I'm like, all you had to do was just build shit in the theme park builder. Like, I don't need the, like, oh, you're going to bed now, you're curled up, and I'm like, this is creepy. Like, please stop.
Friends. You don't know me. You're not
like,
relaxing or safe for me. You're just a voice on the internet. Please stop. Get
all I want is you to just upload, like, a 3-hour video or a 4 or 5 hour video of you just building a theme park in, like, a park builder, or
just build it.
something like that. Like, just
Howdy.
be like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna talk occasionally, I'll talk a little quieter because you're trying to go to sleep type thing, but I'm not, like, doing anything else. There's actually one dude, I fall asleep to his Civilization stuff. Like, he does, like, games like Civilization a lot. And his voice is just kind of a naturally quieter voice, and he talks a lot during it, but it's all, like, I don't know, like, all planning out stuff and all that, so you don't have to watch it to understand what's going on. It's really good.
Sarah, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I watch a lot of his to go to sleep with sometimes too.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah is in my chat. She just says, hello, I have work early tomorrow, so can't stay. I want to say hi. And you didn't announce your stream on Discord, yeah. I had it typed up, I just forgot to hit enter. But it is hit enter now. And everybody has been.
That reminds me, Sarah Lena, you do know from the new Pokemon packs, you're supposed to be pulling from Ho-Oh, not Lugia. Please do not pull from Lugia. If you want Leafeon, you need to put you need to pull from Ho-Oh if you want Leafeon. I don't know if you've been or if you've realized that yet, but if you want Leafeon, you have to pull from Ho-Oh.
What of my other question? She said I didn't know, so now you do know, because we're all helping each other.
Yeah, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a full art Leafeon.
Oh, do I gotta put on this Terry hat? I guess I gotta.
I think it's also shiny.
Oh, it's a shiny Leafeon. What's the shiny? What color is a shiny Leafeon?
Yeah, I think
Is it
I don't know, let's go back into it. I hate when they're just like like Pikachu being like slightly dark yellow. Lazy ass. Shiny, or like Gengar, or I think it's Gengar is the same way, where it's like dark, just slightly darker purple.
She said have a great night off. Excuse me.
Have a nice night.
Don't have to have the pants on too. Just wear the hat.
Right on. There we go.
Licky, licky. Yeah, it looks the same colors. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the shiny difference is.
Careful now.
Or is the card itself shiny? And shiny cards different from shiny Pokemon?
No. No, it is shiny Pokemon on the cards. It's just that Leafeon is one of those ones that is not super different. Same with Glaceon, apparently. Eevee is the black and white Eevee. I like Umbreon. Umbreon's also one that's not like major, but it's the rings around like Umbreon are a different color, they're blue. I just like that light blue. I love that they still haven't gotten the new art. I had to figure out why this game has, like, the artwork that you saw I post. Well, I don't know if you saw it, but that I posted in Pokemon channel for the Ho-Oh and Lugia.
I try to see everything, make sure nothing's going on.
Where it's just like new art coming soon is the artwork on the card.
Oh yeah, where they haven't loaded it up yet. I saw that one.
No, so what happened was they plagiarized the artwork from fan art.
Aw, just like Destiny. Aww.
So, well, okay. I should clarify. Pokemon Company did not plagiarize the artwork. They hired an artist, then plagiarized the artwork. And when they found out that the artist plagiarized the artwork, it was the day that, like, an hour after the game went live. Like, the update went live, so they were like, fuck it, we just have to remove the artwork, like, real quick. So now they're having to get a different artist to make real artwork for it that's not plagiarized. So just for legal clarification, as far as we know, Nintendo and Pokemon Company did not plagiarized anything. It was who they hired as a third-party contractor, an artist that did.
Hey, so two dudes from Street Fighter 2 cover. Sorry, I'm also playing this game, and I'm in the cinematic, and the camera zoomed out, and that black dude and white dude from the start of Street Fighter 2, before he like pans up the skyscraper, they're on there. They gave him official
That's
names.
cool.
It's like Mike and Joe or something.
This is gonna be fun.
Also, I found
It's
Jerry.
so generic.
I think I'm about to fight Jerry. I never played an SNK game before, but when I started picking this game up again, I tried to learn Terry. He's pretty cool. He's very. There's a lot to learn. He has so many special moves and like light heavy medium different things.
Because things like Fatal Fury are fucking brutal, like as far as learning crap.
Hey, come
That
get
is
some.
arm? Holy shit!
I was also watching a video, maybe I'll post it real quick. It was a voice actress talking about like bad voice acting performances and whether they're actually bad, and if so, why they're bad, and like how they would have fixed them,
Skills?
and sometimes even diving into like what happened to have it turn out this way.
Is it that same creator that like
I'll pick up the check.
showed how to recreate Iron Mouse's voice? You know the VTuber Iron Mouse. She
I
has-
don't know.
She has like an she has some kind of immune disease, and so it affected her vocal cords, so she sounds a bit more childlike until she speaks more casually, and then you can tell she's very Puerto Rican. But
No.
but she was like, okay, this is what you do, and then she just started to sound just like Iron Mouse. It was crazy. It's really talented.
No, it's this girl. Tawny Plattis. She's like, when she starts the video, she's like, you've probably don't know that you've heard my voice before, but you've heard my voice before. Cause she does a lot of things like, please hang on, your call will be forwarded. Like, or, you know,
that's funny.
Like, or things like, a lot of workplace, like instructional videos and like mandatory training and things. So she's like, you've heard my voice, you just don't realize it. Like, but Chaos Wars for the PS2, we've discovered why that was such terrible voice acting. I don't know if you've ever heard of Chaos Wars for the PS2.
I can't say that I did.
It is very infamous for its voice acting, and the reason why is it was just all the localizers that were translating it voice acted the game. So they just cast themselves in whatever roles they wanted, and then cast their family members in whatever roles, and then just called it a day.
That's very funny. And also kind of.
She's like, yeah. She's like, one thing you don't like. She goes, they're not bad. They're just not giving like good performances. She's like, they're just a lot of times reading off of a script rather than actually like inflecting, or they're inflecting on the wrong thing. She's like, so it just makes a very boring and kind of weird performance. And that's kind of how a lot of like the really bad stuff was. Is just like, yeah, it's just they're acting very flat. Like, it's not like necessarily like, oh my gosh, it's horrible. It's just, yeah, they need to take like some lessons on acting. Is there anything else worth like, sharing recently?
I'm really bad at doing Dragon Punch.
Dragon Punch.
Dragon Punch.
Dragon Kick. I was watching one dude, like, rank Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
like
I
that they
never wa-
cooked and everything.
I never watch Bros Burgers.
But-
I see clips all the time. And that seems like a really fun video.
Everyone was so pissed at him in the comments.
Really? Of course they are.
Yeah. Well, and I kind of get why. Is a lot of the burgers, he's like, wow, this is just missing something. Or, wow, this is, like, almost really good. And then people are like, well, but you... Because there's an actual cookbook for Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're using the cookbook, but the cookbook definitely says it requires this ingredient as well. Because you're like, wow, there's no cheese on it. And then it's like, it clearly calls for pepper jack cheese in the cookbook. Like, why did you not add the pepper jack cheese?
Yeah.
And there was like a bunch of recipes where like you literally didn't add ingredients, and then we're like, wow, this really needs this ingredient. It's like, yeah, that's why the cookbook told you to put that ingredient in there. So like it's not inaccurate. Like it's a fun idea, but you're not accurately representing any of these things.
Yeah, I hate creators like that. It's really, because it's just like, if you'd put just a little bit more effort to not being controversial, we'd enjoy this a lot more. Or maybe they are
because it's like
baiting, or maybe they're lazy.
apparently, I think it's just more lazy. Because I'm like, it'd be one thing if there wasn't a cookbook and you're just like eyeing these things and like doing it, where it's like, oh well, the animator just forgot to animate cheese or something. Like that'd be one thing. But like if there's a literal cookbook and you claim you're following the literal cookbook's recipes and then it's not calling for these ingredients, and then people that own the cookbook are in the comments like posting pictures of the recipe and it's like it clearly does, that's a problem.
Mr. Tier Lister, oh my connection error occurred. Oh, it's internet. Are you still here?
Yeah, I was gonna say you went like robotic for a second.
Interesting.
You're fine now, but you went robotic for a second.
Okay. I hope my stream's still going. Just double check to make sure.
Excuse me.
Excuse. Oh no,
That's
I got
not good.
I got a disconnected thing. Okay. Alright, I see how it is. Let's Oh, but I'm still on YouTube. Okay. But I'm now on okay. We're back on Twitch. I see how it is now. Hey, sorry about that. That was me. Okay, we're back. YouTube's still up apparently. Which I'm not gonna worry too much about that. That's just for archiving.
Alright, so do you know about or have you ever watched Euro Trip back in the day?
A long time ago, like in the early 2000s. That the one, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that the chick in Euro Trip that plays like the sister of the one guy, like the brother and sister they go, that she was Harriet the Spy in the Nickelodeon series.
Yeah, she did like a lot of good content.
I never realized that until I was looking it up recently. I'm like, holy shit. I also didn't realize she had passed away.
Oh, I didn't know that. What did she die from?
Yeah, she passed away this year.
From what?
Let me double check again.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Because I discovered that also just recently. Oh, it was early, or yeah. So she had a liver transplant in 2024, and then she was just found unresponsive in 2025, in February. Yeah. Authorities said her death was not being treated as suspicious, and then that was it. They don't know how she died because her family is Jewish and objected to an autopsy for religious reason. Yeah. The medical examiner declared through toxicology reports that she died from complications of diabetes. sometimes a side effect of organ transplant.
Oh, wait, he's going all out here! Is this gonna do it?
I also didn't realize she was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but
Yep, she was Willow.
yeah,
This fight's over!
she was like one of the main.
The Hungry Wolf, Terry Bogard!